Hello everyone, this is Biplab Bishwas from the Department of Geography, the University of Burdwan. Hope you all are doing very good. In today's video, I wish to share my experience with you on the process of joining geographic information, that is a data layer, with a vector layer using QGIS. It is important to understand the concept of information, geographic information, vector layer and GIS. Open QGIS from your computer. Add your vector layer, and this vector layer is georeferenced. Please see, this is the UTM value, and we can place this vector layer on global scale. For that, what you can do is you can add this quick map service plugins, and in OSM or any other layer. OSM, if we click on the standard, we can see the standard global level map is added, and where your vector layer fits in the global scale. So, you can scroll your mouse, you can see Burdwan is here, this is your location, and so we can zoom out up to global level to see where is our study area. So, our study area is georeferenced and it is located on the earth surface. So, while any data we can put it on global scale or on globe, it is geographic data. Until unless we put the data on global scale, it cannot be called as geographic data. That may be data, that may be information, or we can use those information in other ways, but until unless we superimpose data on globe, on earth surface, it is not geographic data. So, I hope we all understood the concept of geographic data or geographic information. So, any information we can have, but if we can convert those information, if we can put those information on the earth surface, if you can locate those information on the earth surface, that is called geographic information, geographic data, and we need a computerized system to analyze this data, to convert this data to geographic data, and that is called GIS. GIS is the process of collection, storing, processing, analyzing any data related to earth surface for the problem solution or for any research is called geographic information system. That is very simple, very easy to understand, and we will do a lot of GIS study using this Purvasthali data. And today I would like to use this census data downloaded from Census of India website, freely downloadable, and we will do some geographic basic map, and in future or in further studies we will make more maps out of this data. From this West Bengal data that I have downloaded from Census of India, I would like to extract only the Purvasthali data and some few changes. For example, I do not need this total data, so I can delete it, and here also I do not need this data, I can delete it. So, on data on all the villages of Purvasthali 1 and 2 blocks are available with me, and you can see this is the complete data as it is available from Census of India town and village directory. and please try to understand this is attribute data or non-geographic data, but we are having the vector layer, that is geographic data. We do not remove this OSM, we can remove this layer now. This is the spatial data and that is a spatial data or non-spatial data. This is also not needed. Yes. Okay. So, save Purvostali. Now, QGIS has the capability to open those Excel file in GIS. Okay. So, you see what is the process, add layer, and what it is asking, delimited text layer, that is the data layer from Excel. We need to convert the Excel layer to delimited text layer. So, it can be easier for us to import in QGIS. So, what we need to do is we have to file, save as, you see save as type is this CSV MS-DOS format and save. You just click on yes, it will ask many questions, but yes, close, yes, yes. Now we can add the CSV file. Identify the CSV file. This is the CSV file. Open. This is CSV file format. So, you see what it is, record and field options. So, if there is any extra lines on the data table, we may like to discard here, but in our original data we did not have any extra lines. So, we require nothing to be discarded. First record has field names, yes it is. Detect field types, yeah it will detect. Discard empty fields if there is any empty field, so that will be discarded. Trim fields if you need to small, reduce the field name, that is trim, forget about it. And okay, geometry type, and as our data has got no XY information, latitude longitude information, so it is no geometry. So, sometimes we may have the data with X field and Y field. For example, if we collect data using GPS or any other devices, or manually we can add X field, that is the longitude, and Y field is latitude. So, if that data is there with our original data, we can have those data. We will have another exercise how to import point data or coordinated data in QGIS, but at the present time for today's exercise the data has got no geometry. So, we can go with that, add, yes, that is added. So, the layer is added here. So, we can right click it, open the attribute table, see the data is added. What it was there in Excel, it is added in our GIS, but you may be asking where is the data, where we can find the data. Still it is not georeferenced data. We need to do one more step to bring the data on the GIS platform. This is just opened. Okay. So, the layer is just available for further work. Okay. Now, if we see, this is our original layer. If we see what is the data available with the spatial data, this is the spatial data, or data associated with this vector layer. For example, if I click here, you can see here. If I click here, it is here. If I here. So that means this particular table is associated with this vector layer. So this vector layer is spatial data. This data is not spatial data. So we need to make this data spatial, one issue, or we can bring this data with this spatial data. Okay. I think bringing this data or joining these two data table is much easier for our study. So what I will do or we will try to do is to add this table which was there in the Excel to QGIS. Okay. Now one more thing, this Excel table data has got so many fields and GIS has got no limit of adding fields, and this spatial data has got a few fields which we have entered while digitizing the vector layer. Purposefully I have created one field in spatial data is called field code, because I know in the Excel table also there is a field called field code. So what I want to do is I will join this field code with this field code. So these two data will join, and so the rest of the Excel table will be imported in this spatial data. Okay, you understand the concept? Let us try. Right click, property. You see in the property diagram that is called join. This plus button, hit the plus button, and join layer. This is the Excel table. Join field, remember we said village code, and target field is of course village code. Catch join layer in a virtual area. For the time being we will do that thing. Editable join layer we will do later. Custom field name prefix, yes, we can customize this field name prefix by 2011 because this is 2011 data and we made an underscore. So this is a prefix. So each field will have 2011 because we can add 2001 data, 1991 data, 1981 data. So we keep on going backward, and all the data it is available from Census of India. Okay, apply. Okay, so done. Just now I right click it, you see all the data from Excel is added to this spatial data. Is not it fantastic? Fantastic. And now you see this. Yes, you can understand now. Wherever I click, this is the table, this is the geographic. So this is geographic data, this is his information, and I am using the computer, that is a system, geographic information system, very simple. Now remember this was done in a virtual memory. So I need to export this layer or the save feature as shapefile of course, and I will do is 2011 PCA says UTM zone 45 north. Okay, I am going to do because I will do a lot of other studies. Overwrite, yes, and now we can remove this layer, we can remove this layer also. Properties, symbology, single symbol, we can do a graduated. We can take a value of called, say for example this is total population, and we can classify the total population into 5 classes. We can increase it to 7 classes, 10 classes, whatever you may like. Apply. Okay. Now you see your map is on the screen. You can play with the data and you prepare the map you want to prepare. Just to check with any other data, right click, properties, symbology, say total population, and this is total male population or total female population, let it be female population. So classify, it is classifying as, say we can just say for testing we can classify 10 or we can classify to 5, whatever we like, or even 15. Apply. Okay, so it is classified. So maybe we want to change the color scheme. You can see the color scheme is here. We can spectral, apply. You see colorful it is coming. So just you play with this. There are many color ramps and you can edit the color ramps. So random, maybe sometimes, say for example here what it is, red is lowest, so you want to have the blue in the lowest, so you can invert the color, so it is inverted. So where is the lighter the color is the lowest the population. So in that way we can make a lot of maps as we like, and we may like to see where it is located on the earth. So you can hit the standard and the standard map will come. With this I think we have learned another section of GIS, how to import Excel data or external data from any other secondary sources and to convert them to geographic data and to play with the data or to make various useful maps with those data in GIS platform using QGIS software. So we will come with next videos, next round of exercise. So till then, stay safe, stay home, bye bye.